Hi everybody, it's Chris Byberg, the director of the National House of Prayer. Well, I have some really great, exciting news that is coming our way, and I'm telling you now in January because you need to get ready for May. When we took on this role as directors of the National House of Prayer 4 years ago, we started to work with the parliamentary team in regards to the National Prayer Breakfast. And we've been, given some roles there, and we're grateful to be a part of that team on the Hill. There's about 4 or 5 ministries that are recognized by Parliament to be official ministries on the Hill, and we're one of them, and we're grateful for that. But I really felt back then that we needed to build not just National Prayer Breakfast, but Prayer Week. And as a result, there's a lot of things that are happening in the nation collaborating around this time. Last year, for the past couple of years, we did along with the prayer breakfast, we did a national prayer walk, and we also did an event on the Tuesday evening of the prayer breakfast called Come Up Here. Well, we are also going to add something to the mix as well, and it's the Israel Conference. And some people say, well, what's that got to do with the prayer breakfast? It actually has a lot to do with the prayer breakfast. There will be a convergence of leaders across the nation. Last year we had 1,400 leaders, and people attend the prayer breakfast. We're expecting way more than that this year. So there'll be a convergence of leaders, and we want to talk about Israel. So we're going to be partnering with some of our friends, Tikkun Global, with Return Ministry and others to do this Israel conference. And so why? When we were at the October 7th event here in Ottawa to remember a memorial to October 7th, we were talking with a lot of the Jewish community, and my friend Jody, said this to me, and it resonated in my heart in a big way. She said, a lot of people in the Jewish community did not recognize the Christians that were present, even though she acknowledged they were present. In fact, they were even singing in the choir. Pastors were leading certain portions of the memorial. It was incredible. But many of the Jewish people did not recognize, and Jody actually said to them, well, they don't wear collars and walk around with great big crosses. So they were there. And I started to think, man, it's really important for us to let the Jewish community know that we as believers are here. We had dinner with them, with Jody and her husband Jason, who's a cantor at one of the synagogues in town. And we were there for Sukkot, Feast of Tabernacles. And their response to us is, we've never met anybody out like you. And you know what? I thought that was very strange, because there's lots of people like us that love the Jewish people, like you guys, right? That love and care for the Jewish people. But I think we're doing something wrong. They're not aware that we're caring them. We pray for them. This group has been very earnest to pray for the Jewish community. There are many that have reached out to their synagogues in their cities. Well done. Great job. Keep going. But we need to let them know. Leaders are talking, but the general population of the Jewish community don't know that we're here and that we care for them. So, at least a very small number. So we're going to rectify that. So we're having an Israel conference, and it's going to piggyback on the National Prayer Breakfast, which is the 5th and 6th, and our Israel conference will be the 6th and 7th, possibly the 8th. So I'm giving you a head up, and I want to read this before we go. And it's about this is the why. I always like to say why. And so out of Genesis 12, where God makes a covenant with Abraham, he says, those who bless you will be blessed. Those who curse you will be cursed. And I want to talk about the cursing word. There's 2 words that actually in the Hebrew that are defined. They use 2 different words for curse in Genesis 12. And it's those that kalal you, I will arar. And kalal is a spectrum word. It means for those who hate you and want to kill you and murder you, all the way, those who want to commit genocide, those who want to be jihadis, those to the point of those that are even indifferent. Those that are indifferent or lukewarm. Very similar language, lukewarm and indifference. It's the whole thing about God. He wants you to love him with all your heart, not partiality. And he wants you to love his people with all your heart. The same thing, no indifference there. All your heart. So for those that are indifferent, or I will kalau, right? So those who curse, that's the curse word. Those who curse you, right? All the way from genocide to indifference, I will arar. And that means I will withhold my blessings and I will curse. So we don't want to be those people. We want to be full in. We want to be all in. We want to love the Lord with all our heart, right? Not just partiality, but fullness. We don't want to be lukewarm in any aspect of our lives. So anyway, we have a conference coming up in May. May 6th, 7th, possibly 8th. Watch for the details. I'm Chris Byberg, the director of the National House of Prayer. And remember, every day is the National Day of Prayer. Bye for now.